so angry. Good morning and welcome back to CityLine. We are in our final fabulous segment, and with me, oh my gosh. Okay, so Melanie Denise Cunningham in the first segment. The other bookend is Twana Nobles here, who is our CEO of Tacoma Urban League. I look at this, good morning, and I think you are just a younger version of her. And in time, you will be that, and then there'll be somebody else who was you, 20 years earlier. Welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
It's so good to have you on the couch. Every night when I go to sleep, I have a little ritual. And this is my ritual. I don't look at any news. I go right to Instagram, and I fill my mind with pictures of beauty and what's happening in our world. And you are always one of my first stops of what the Urban League is doing here in Tacoma. It is so impressive. You have made such a difference, you and your team, to so many lives here in Tacoma. What do you like most, or what do you enjoy most about your job as CEO and president?
Yeah, that's such a great question. I really love using friendships, relationships that I have formed in the community to change systems that just are not working for Black folks and other folks who are disadvantaged. Like, that is the highlight of the work that I do.
Thank you. And it happens one step at a time, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It really
every day,
does.
every minute.
Every minute of it. In March, and I noticed this almost 6 months ago, the Tacoma Urban League had their finger on this. In March, most people will receive a postcard about the 2020 census coming up, and it directs them to complete the form online. And from your perspective as the president of Tacoma Urban League, but also as a beautiful Black woman, why is this important that you complete this information?
Yeah, so we are definitely encouraging our community to participate in the census. There are so many reasons. One, the community as a whole, but also the Black community, if we don't participate, we lose billions of dollars that are used to build schools, hospitals, and to build infrastructure in the Black community and our entire city and county and state. And this money is used to fund special ed grants, SNAP, TANF benefits, Section 8, programs that we absolutely need for our community. So an accurate count ensures that money is appropriately facilitated and distributed to all communities in the way that it needs to, because we know how many people are there and we can account for what the need might be and how much funding needs to be there. So if we're not counted, we lose out on all of those dollars.
What an incredible connection, Tacoma Urban League, you have made for everybody, regardless of what color we are in this community. And this is the first time in my 24 years of living here that I have heard a direct connection of stand up and be counted because it matters with our quality of life. You know what I've heard before that was, it doesn't matter because we're never counted. And so what a beautiful breath of relevant fresh air to drive it home that we may have programs being cut at a national level, but not in our backyard here in Tacoma.
That's right. It's important. Our slogan that we have adopted from National Urban League, which they implemented, in 1970, is we're going to make Black count.
Thank you.
Right? We're gonna make sure that our community is informed and that they have access. Also, I have to say that this year, for the first time ever, the census is online. And so we also have been trying to communicate a message of complete the online form. Postcards will go out to the community with unique pins so that folks can go online, complete their census. And if community members do not want enumerators at their door, if they don't want the government at their door, we want to complete the form online or complete the form by calling on the telephone. Folks can come down to our office to complete the online form. A paper form will come in the mail eventually after several attempts. So complete it online, complete it on the phone, or complete the paper form to prevent anyone from knocking on your door. There are 9 questions. We were saying 10 questions every 10 years that'll take you 10 minutes, but I recently learned even easier, 9 questions.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
There we go.
You know?
9 questions,
Easy
9
peasy.
minutes. Do it. I mean,
we have got to be counted.
Absolutely. One of the things I love about the Tacoma Urban League is that there are numerous resources that you have always got going. One of the ones I love are your parenting nights. And I think, where was that when I was raising my child in this community?
Girl, who are you telling?
You know, I mean, where was that? You have, and they are extremely popular. So you have one coming up on February 26th. For people who don't know about that Resource Day event, tell us about it.
Yeah, Resource Day, the easiest way to explain it is it's not a job fair where you come in and just drop swag in your bag. Resource Day, our staff, and I have to give credit to Michelle Ogden, who's our office manager, and Monique Du Bois, who leads the Resilient You, but they coordinate Resource Day with organizations from around our community or employers, and the goal is that you come and you get what you need there. So you can come and spend an hour, sign up for benefits if you qualify for state benefits, apply for a job, because we're asking employers who are hiring now, like, you have a job available, and if someone can apply, they can apply on your using your paper application or online in our computer lab, but we want resources that people can tap into now. And the census was there too. The Census Bureau has so many jobs available. They were at Resource Day. So the next one is February 26th. We have 2 more already planned in March, but it is where you can get help same day for housing, for healthcare, for employment, for education. And I really encourage folks to come down to our building for Resource Day.
Everything that the Tacoma Urban League does, every breath, every footstep has a relationship woven into it. Be it that you see these people on Resource Day and you think, how is this person doing? Also, your male involvement program. That, when I had the MIP on my couch, I was like, where has this been? So let's talk about the MIP program in addition to the Men of Change Awards on February 29th, because I went to the exhibit and the exhibit blew me away. And my favorite part was that here are these men of change, and then we bring in our own men of change, and that made me cry.
Yeah, Amanda, I this season right now is such a season, a great season to be in. So earlier this week, I attended the Black Male African American Achievement Conference put on by Jamad Canley, and I just think this opportunity to highlight Black men, young Black men, older Black men, unsung Black men, is just such an incredible thing and much needed in our community. So our male involvement program does just that. It's mentorship, it's relationship building, it's skill building for young Black men in our community. We are at Lister Elementary, First Creek Middle School, Gray Middle School, Stewart Middle School, serving over 100 young men on a weekly basis. Our manager, Antonio, mentor, Freddie, volunteers, Josh, I mean, incredible people who are supporting our male involvement program at all of those schools to build positive relationships and just to create pathways to opportunities in our program. And so we are going to highlight some and recognize and award some of our youth, but also at our Men of Change Awards, we're going to make sure that we award some nominees. So folks have been nominated.
Oh, I
men
love
have
that.
been nominated. Younger and more seasoned men have been nominated. And because we get an extra day in February, and this only happens every 4 years.
That's right.
February 29th, Men of Change Awards, just to continue recognizing what I call the royalty, the power of Black men in our community.
And we need to. I mean, I look at, the Jim Waltons, the Harold Mosses, and I think, who mentored them? And then I look at the Corey Mosley, the Keith Blockers, the Tamar Jacksons, and I go, and the J.R. Nobles, and I think, who mentored them? And then I look at the little ones in school and say, who is going to mentor them?
All of the men that you name, absolutely. I mean, they are the future. They are carrying the torch now. They are mentoring young men. Thanks for mentioning my husband, JR.
He's amazing.
These are incredible people in our community.
Yes.
And so I look forward to Men of Change Awards, February 29th. Want the community to join us, 6:30 at the Washington State History Museum.
Be there. Oh God, we're running out of time, and I just want so much more time with you. Okay, so I think we can go online and talk about Macy's. So we're gonna put that over here for a second because I want to talk about the Sisterhood in the city and Girls with Purpose, because we gave the men their airtime. Last 2 minutes, let's talk about the women.
Yeah, so this is my own favorite project,
Yes.
right? I love pouring into young women. I love to be poured into. I love creating a positive sisterhood in our city. We are relaunching Sisterhood in the City. Typically, we go fall to the end of the school year, but my plate has been full, and I run Sisterhood in the City at Tacoma Urban League, and then we have a new facilitator, Brandy, who's been running Sisterhood in the City at Burney Elementary and Sheridan Elementary. But we are launching our Tacoma Urban League sessions March 12th, Women's History Month, and I want my girls back to spend time with me.
Yes.
All of our mentors and volunteers to come back and just start hanging out. We'll meet every Thursday, 5 to 6:30. We already have incredible field trips. We have environmental justice camps planned with Citizens for a Healthy Bay, a trip to Mount Rainier with National Park Service. We're going to do 2 bike rides in partnership with Tacoma, City of Tacoma, and VeloFems. So incredible things will continue to happen for and with young women, primarily young women of color in our city.
Oh my
I'm excited.
You know, between you going off to Africa, me stalking you via social media,
It's
and
such a
then
good trip.
it was. I don't know. I don't know where you sleep, but then when I put you in the same category as Melanie and Victoria Woodards and Pam Duncan, those women don't sleep anyway. So you're in good company because they have so much to do. Let's throw some thank yous out because I know your middle name is Gratitude. So.
Gotta
who do
show
you need to
gratitude.
thank?
I want to thank the Washington State History Museum, Monique Du Bois with the Resilient You. I want to thank my board of directors, all of our staff, all of our volunteers, all of our members. I want to thank Macy's for their incredible gratitude this month, February, all the way through February 18th. If folks shop at Macy's, round up their purchase, all of those additional coins and additional change is donated to Tacoma Urban League.
Nice.
So Ryan at Macy's, so grateful for him. So thank you to them. But just thank you to all of our partners, all of our volunteers, and the folks who do this work for us and with us every single day. And thank you for having me today.
Thank you for the beautiful halo and the cape that you have on that nobody can see, and for all the people that we could not get on this couch. I go to bed at nighttime knowing that Tacoma Urban League is there. They're catching people, and I can sleep better because of the work that you do. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. I love this work.
I love you. All right, that wraps up another great segment of CityLine. It is always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some really beautiful things to think about in this past hour, so please go out there, be a part of this tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, we'll be waiting for you right here at CityLine. Take care.
Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Tacoma, that's my home, place I call my own. Tacoma, that's my home, yeah, Tacoma, that's my home. Oh, you're from Seattle, oh, you're from LA, oh, you're from Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay. Oh, you're from Seattle, Chicago, but Tacoma's where you'll stay, yeah. Tacoma, that's my home, from the fine